Hello guys and girls, I am back once again with more Minecraft Xbox 360 edition, and today we are going to go ahead and start work on the not modern mansion, but mansion, and we're going to build it in this space right here. As you can see, we've pretty much gotten done with the modern house, or whatever, small modern house, and we toured that house over there, and yeah, built a few more houses around here. But now we're going to actually get into a huge, well, I'm not going to say huge because I haven't planned this out at all. So it's basically just going to be a free build mansion. And it's going to be a wooden mansion. So, if you're not into wood or using wood as a building material, this might not be the best let's build for you. But I've never built, I'm trying to stay away from wood as much as possible, but I really do like wood. I like using it in all of my builds, so I think it's necessary to use it because I really do love this this build material. And I'm going to use a little bit of ice for the windows because that's going to give a lot of variation between the windows and the glass. So I'm going to have, let's see here. I want it back a little bit because I want to be able to put some trees in here. So I'm going to make it 6 back. So there we go. And, I guess we'll just start with this as the entrance. So that would be the entrance right there. So we're already basically done with the entrance. And I'm just going to bring this up a little bit. And I'm not sure how big I want this house to be. It's going to be a 2-story house. So if we have this, it's going to be 4 tall, so we can bring this up by 2. Each floor or story is going to be 4 tall, so we're going to have, I'll just wait on that. Okay, so we know the first story is going to be like this, so that's fine. And I'm going to use these in between as little window variations or whatever. There's going to be windows in between them, so it's going to be easy. Sorry if you hear my dogs barking. They're kind of playing around tonight, so can't help that. But anyway, so that's the start. Not sure how I like it yet. Like I said, I've never really built with wood that much, so keep that in mind. And let's see here. What can I do to make this really good? We can do a little bit of something like this. It's gonna have spruce wood roof. So remember that if you're building this in survival, so you can make sure that you got the materials that you need. So spruce wood, these are basically all the materials that you're going to use to build the base house itself. So pretty easy. I'm not really expecting anything. I'm going to build this symmetrical because this is really the first huge mansion that I'm really taking on. Well, not really. The first huge mansion. Maybe. But anyway, yeah, I'm eager to see how this is going to play out. Because I'm not doing any planning on this. I haven't done any planning on most of the Let's Builds that I've done because it's just me being creative, me doing what my brain decides. So we'll see how this plays out. If it isn't gonna look that good, I might do a little bit of tweaking on it in between episodes, but for the most part, I'm gonna stick to this. And I'm gonna have a doorway right here. There's gonna be a doorway on the other side as well. For the most part, this will be exactly symmetrical. Obviously, the rooms will be a little bit different on the inside, but that's given. So we're just gonna bring these up, just so they match each thing on both sides. And I'm gonna go ahead and record a few episodes tonight, and I'll release them once you guys tell me if you like it or not. So if you're not really keen on this series or these videos in particular, just say something. I'll see if I can do something to make them look better or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna bring this up to right here. I just want the front to be symmetrical, basically. I'm not really looking to have a fully symmetrical house, but I do want it to be mostly symmetrical. Now I'm going to start bringing it in on this side. And I'm gonna bring it in full on this side. And it's gonna stop right here, and then I'm gonna have the back entrance right here. So that's where the entrance will be, or the back door entrance anyway. And I'm just gonna bring this around just enough so I can get a nice little difference in the back side. And then I'm gonna have this bring, oh, I'm gonna bring this out a long ways. Oh, this is gonna look cool. Actually, well, I don't know, we might need to move this back later, but I'm just gonna keep it for now. And this back side's gonna have a nice, large area to live in. Actually, I need to check one thing. Some people, one of my friends were telling me that redstone torches give off a little bit of light, and that they won't melt ice. So if you have ice windows, they won't melt them. So, we'll try that, and if it does melt them, you know, we'll just fit it back in, so. We'll just fix them, so, or take them out. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to really melt anything, but we'll see. And right here, I'm going to have the ice windows, and they're going to go 4 right here. Bring back in some of that wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here goes the divider right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, wrong thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another wood piece. So yeah, I think that's looking pretty well. I'm gonna bring out one of these parts right here just so I can have a little bit of variation, because this wall is very straight. So I'm gonna need to bring this out a little bit. And I think we're gonna do this right here. Now I could have another entrance right here, or I could make this, well, I kind of like that. It's kind of odd shape, so. And this is the first mansion, or first actual mansion. I know I've built what I call a modern mansion, but that was not a mansion. And I did a little bit of research, but this house is about the same size as the first story on the modern mansion. So, and that's just a you know, so that was not a mansion by any standards. I don't even know why I call it that. I might rename it to just a regular house, because not a mansion at all. It was definitely a little bit too small to be a mansion, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in these parts right here. And I really like where this is going. This is going very well so far. I think it looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. And now I'm just gonna fill this in right here. Now I haven't really used a lot of ice in my buildings, so this is still kind of growing on me. I really do like how it's turning out though, because I see people all the time using ice for windows, and I'm like, well, why are you doing that? Why not just use the glass window? And they're like, well, you know, that's cool and all, but this gives a lot of, you know, it gives a lot of high-end variation that you can use in your Let's builds and stuff. So I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm not really keen on using ice as, you know, as a build material, but I really have started to like it. It's very different from what you see other people using. Like, most people just use glass, and you know, that's fine. You can make houses that look fine with glass as well, like this one. And I used nothing but glass blocks on this one, and this turned out really fine. I actually really like that. But this one I'm using kind of different. It's like glass blocks and glass panes and glass ice. So, you know, this one I think is just going to be glass, because well, except for this part, I think everything else will pretty much be glass, because you get a lot of lighting issues whenever you build these big glass windows, because you can't put glowstone right beside it, or else it'll melt the ice, and you know, that's not very good for furnishing things. So now I'm going to start laying out the floor plan, and I think right here I'm going to have a bathroom. So, well, actually, we can put, I'm going to put the stairs. Stairs are going to start right here. They're going to be too wide, because I think those look good. And then they're going to kind of split off, going right here. So it'll go up 3. Well, actually, yeah, it can go up 2. And then we will use these, and that's going to go up right here. start going up right there. And then we're going to have these big wooden columns right here. Just kind of going all the way through the house, or all the way up. And I'm going to try to keep a pretty open concept in this house. I haven't really designed anything so far, really. But, you know, some things you just have to let your mind go through on. Like, if you're really not enjoying something that you're building, you know, what's the point in building it? If you're not happy with it, what are you going to get from, you know, building this? So, if you're not really keen on wooden houses, you know, maybe wooden houses just isn't your style, and that's fine, but... You know, I kind of like them. I think they really look good. They're different from modern houses, which I built a lot of modern houses, and I haven't really built that many wooden houses, so I really like these. And I'm going to take this up one because I'm going to have the other floor right here. So this is where the floorboards will be in the second story. So, yeah, I think that's going to work out pretty well. So we'll put this on the same side. Remember, you're going to want to keep a lot of symmetricity or something like that. You're going to want to make the house symmetrical so far, as in like your floor plan and stuff. So maybe not the floor plan, actually. I'm mixing up my words, but as in like the front, you can see the front is really symmetrical, but then the back here, it kind of takes on this long L shape from right here to right there. And it has this little jut out box, which I think I'm going to make this like a little nook for eating and stuff, or just like a little sitting area. So that's going to work out pretty good. And you may want to make the stairs bigger as well, because you know, they're pretty small stairs, but I think they're going to work because stairs are awesome. But anyway, I guess now we can start working on so the floorboards are going to be right here. And I think that's going to be too thick, really. So, the floorboards are going to be right here. We're going to have a window right there, so... Just because it's going to look a little bit too thick if we do something different, so... I'm just going to take this all the way around, and it's just going to go like that. I'm just going to do the front for now, and then see how that turns out. And then there's going to be a big ice window right here. And then hopefully, yeah, that's going to be where the everything stops. Oh yeah, I had an experiment over here testing, and it looks like redstone torches don't melt ice. So yeah, redstone torches don't melt ice, or at least they haven't melted that ice. So. And I'm kind of starting to build a skyscraper, but I'm not really liking how this is turning out right now, so I'm just kind of leaving it. I don't know how really high I want to make this. We're gonna have to make this a little bit lower right here, just because the stairs won't be able to reach it like that. So, and I don't want to take on like a chapel or a church look either. So, let's go through here. I'm just gonna take on this, and yeah, we'll just do that all the way around the front. Bring it up right here, because that's where the windows are going to go. Oops. Messed up. Alright. So that's the front of the house right there, guys. Yep. And we're going to add a lot of landscaping around it as well. And yeah. Back here, I'm going to have like a flat roof area. And then it's going to start turning back into... Well, actually, flat roof is really not going to work out well for this house. So this part right here... I'm going to go ahead and start... Oh, if we had curved stairs already, that would be awesome. So that's how tall this part of the house will be. And I'm going to have to make this a slab. I don't really have any intentions for this back part of the house other than like a bedroom. And it's going to be kind of weird to furnish as well, or make a floor plan of it. So I'm just going to keep that for right now. Back to the floor plan. So we're going to have stairs right here in this area. And I think I'm gonna keep this open, and I'm gonna have like a sitting area on each side, just kind of like an atrium or something. And this part right here, I'm gonna have that cut off from the upstairs. Now I'm just using the stairs as like a little divider. And there's gonna be like a glass pane balcony right here, and you could be able to look into the atrium. So that's gonna be awesome. And I'm only gonna have it one away from here, so I'll just set that as a marker. So there we go. So that's where I want. There's gonna be like a walkway right here that you can get on and off the stairs. Then there's gonna be a balcony area, and it's just gonna link up with that. So that's gonna look pretty good. And now floor plan is gonna be a little awkward in this house, just because of where all the layouts and stuff is of everything. So this part is gonna have to be kept clear because it's gonna be the back part of the house. So you're gonna want to be able to walk in here and not, you know, come into any walls or anything. So for right here, I'm gonna use this again for the divider, except I'm gonna keep this open. It's gonna have a full wide opening because that right there is gonna be the kitchen. So we're just gonna bring this up all the way over here. And there goes the entrance to the kitchen. And it's going to come over here as well. And it's just going to kind of close off right here. And yeah. So there goes the entrance to the kitchen area. Oops. Making that one too high. And this is going to be kind of awkward because we have that. So I think I'm just going to leave that open like that. So this will be the kitchen area. I'm going to have all this closed in. Actually, yeah, we could just do like this. So yeah, that works out pretty fine. I like it. And so right here will be the kitchen. So we have that planned out. Over here is going to be the sitting area, you know. And I think I'm going to do the same exact thing on this side, just because I really want to keep in a little bit of a symmetrical feel into the house. And I think over here I'm going to have the living room area. And this is going to be great because I can use the stairs as a wall. And right here, oops. Didn't mean to break that. There's going to be glass right there so they can look out. So we're going to want to keep that pretty open. And I'm going to have a wall right here too. Just give this a little... Well, I don't know. We can always tear it down if I don't like it. So that may or may not be there. So if you're building this on survival, you may want to wait on that because I haven't decided yet. And yeah, so that's fine right there. Now, should I bring this in? Who knows? If I bring this in, I can have a bigger TV. I can have like a 4-wide one. But then it wouldn't be symmetrical, so I'm just going to keep it like that. I'm going to try to keep this one as like a, as kind of like an old house, you know. So you're not going to see many TVs in this house. You're going to see a lot of book rooms, stuff like that, you know. At least that's what I see whenever I go into an old house anyway. I don't see a lot of TVs in them, but that's mostly because they were built in like the 1800s, so. Right here, we can have the dining table, or the dining room, and we're going to have a little breakfast nook right here. And now what are we going to put right here? Because the dining room is going to be from this part back. So I'm going to have a 3-wide opening for the dining room. And then we're just going to bring this up. And we're just going to connect it over here. Now maybe I'm using a little bit too much birch wood, but you know, I really like it, and it really does blend in with the outer walls and the inside walls, so that's always nice. So breakfast nook, and then over here, I don't know what this room is going to be, so I'm just going to kind of keep this the same. Keep that symmetrical feel inside here. And with this, I can make the breakfast nook a little bit larger, so that's going to be awesome. Now, I haven't really thought about closet space because I know a lot of old houses have a bunch of closets in them, so I'm not really sure about that yet, but I'm sure I'll think of something that I can add with it later. But for right now, I think that's pretty much how I'm going to keep it. So you have this, and actually I need to put in right here. So there we go. Now it's symmetrical. So that's the floor plan. We're going to have sitting area right here, or an atrium area really. Kitchen, living room. Not really sure what this room is going to be yet. It may just be like a little reading room or something. Breakfast nook, dining room. So that's the first floor. Actually, we should really add a bathroom in here on the first floor, but I'm not sure where. So that's the kitchen. Yeah, there's really nowhere to put a bathroom on the first floor, so we'll just have to include some bathrooms on the second floor, which is fine. So Alright, floorboards. What are we gonna use for? We'll use oak wood. I'm gonna include a bunch of wood in this Let's Build, guys. So we're gonna use oak wood for the floors. So we should use oak stairs as well. So I'm just gonna change out all these stairs real quick. And then I'm gonna put in some oak wood. Right there. And then I'm just gonna put in more oak stairs because I've realized that using the spruce is gonna be kind of repetitive since it is on the roof as well. But this will give a lighter blend to the birch planks, which is cool. So yeah, we'll be keeping that. And let's see here. Why is this 3 wide right here? I don't know. But anyway, that's going to be... Just because I'm OCD, I'm going to add 2 more layers to here. Because I won't be able to... My mind literally cannot take... like, if something looks out of place, then my mind is just going to go off on a tantrum. Because I can't handle stuff like that, so... yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. So this is the floor plan for the mansion. And I'm sure once we build this mansion, there's going to be bigger mansions. So, you know, this isn't going to be the biggest by far. This will probably be one of the smaller mansions that I build on my channel. So, yeah. If you guys like the video... Oh, let me get to where you can see the house pretty good. Is this a good view? It's a good view. It still in works. Anyway, if you guys like the video, please give it a like. It really helps out my channel a lot. And don't forget to subscribe. There's going to be more of this Let's Builds going on. So, I mean, it is a pretty big mansion, you know, so... That's always something to stick around with. But, yeah. I will see you guys in the next Minecraft.